Pulsar Cosmology is a new methodology for modes of thinking that are capable of altering conditions in the material and immaterial worlds. Pulsar Cosmology is the method. The wave spell is the form for practicing the method. With this method, we enter cosmic creation. Pulsar Cosmology is a fourth-dimensional mental cosmology that is activated through the practices of yoga and meditation. We are now well aware of the capabilities of the machine to recall vast amounts of information and connect us instantaneously with anyone, anywhere on the planet. But what about exploring the vastly untapped potential of the mind? We now have the telepathic mathematical cosmological tools to penetrate into the higher dimensions. Pulsar Cosmology is a key tool for learning to apply fourth-dimensional time science, which is essentially a science of the higher dimensional mind. Pulsar Cosmology is a telepathic technology in its infancy on our planet, though it is similar to technologies used in previous world systems, such as Atlantis. Telepathic technologies are utilized throughout the cosmos as civilizations advance, and as human intelligence progresses from third to fourth dimensional operations. Mind is the underlying power of machine technology. Soon, everyone will come to realize this. Pulsar Cosmology is a mental technology that relies solely on the development of mind power, free from instrumentation and technological devices. As we enter into cultivating mind more and more, we will realize that it is a tremendous vehicle and storehouse of methods and techniques that can replace altogether the material technology that is strangling the life on the planet. Discovered in 1992 by votan, while working with and contemplating the pulsar geometries of the wave spell as first presented in the dream spell, Pulsar Cosmology is a largely unexplored telepathic technology with numerous implications. Pulsar Cosmology is a dynamic creative capacity of telepathic mental visualization and projection that has been randomly utilized by people who can pick up certain paranormal techniques, i.e., clairvoyance, spoon bending, mind over matter, etc. As we develop these telepathic pulsar technologies, we will see the potential of our mind as a powerful cosmic force. We will also realize other qualities of our mind that we may not have known existed. This knowledge of the true capacity of nature of mind will cause us to become morally enlightened as we see the actual nature of the universe. While Pulsar Cosmology is a multi-level telepathic technology, is merely one aspect of the vast programs of time science revealed by the law of time. According to the law of time, the pulsar is a relational constant in time that can be plotted geometrically on the wave spell form. All numbers form a relationship with each other. Pythagoreans believed that humans could rise above their third-dimensional programs by meditating and telepathically communing with number beings. This is also an aspect of the philosophy of the law of time. In the cosmology of the law of time, several tools are used to explore fourth-dimensional time, including the wave spell and pulsars, the galactic compass, the telectonon interplanetary circuit, and the 441 number matrices. See Cosmic History Chronicles Volume 5 and 7. For now, we will explore more in depth the wave spell or pulsar cosmology. Pulsar cosmology is based on the geometry of the fourth dimension. Geometry is a higher form of knowledge. Geometry is the study of spatial order through the measure and relationship of forms. Pulsar cosmology is the application of the spatial order in combination with the cyclic movement of time. This is a fractal order that has the power to increase or decrease in scale without losing its ratio, and to move across time in fractal measures. We are talking about projecting a geometric structure in time. In the wave-spell geometry of time, pulsars occur as a tetrahedron, the actual geometry of time that connects the 1st, 5th, 9th, and 13th tones of the wave spell. This cosmic fractal of time, the most primary geometrical structure, also contains 3 triangulations. 2 of these triangles are isosceles. The second dimensional sense pulsar, however, is an equilateral triangle connecting the 3rd, 7th, and 11th tones. 2 of these triangles are isosceles. The second dimensional sense pulsar, however, is an equilateral triangle connecting the 3rd, 7th, and 11th tones. So we are dealing with 3 triangles and a tetrahedron. It is important to grasp the simplicity of the foundation of pulsar technology. The triangle is the most primary 2D form. The tetrahedron is 4 triangles joined. When 3 triangles join to make a form, the 4th is naturally created. The tetrahedron is the primary geometry of 3D form. To begin to apply this cosmology, it is important to first familiarize ourselves with the wave spell. Each wave spell can be thought of as a stairway, spiraling ever upward and onward. We are always evolving to a higher level, whether we perceive it in the moment or not. The idea is to work with the program and create increasingly conscious pulsars in time. Note: a supplemental Pulsar Cosmology leaflet is forthcoming for those who wish to study Pulsar Cosmology more in depth. Information about pulsars can also be found in the following works of José, Arguelles, Valum, Votan: Dream Spell, the Arcturus Probe, Call of Pakal Votan, and Time and the Technosphere. A wave spell can be defined in the following ways. 1. A wave spell is a 13-unit geometry in time. 2. A wave spell is a cosmic self-circulating fractal unit of measure. 3. A wave spell is a holonomic construct of multi-dimensional time. 4. A wave spell is a 13-unit form constant of 4th-dimensional time. 5. A wave spell is a lattice within which pulsars are structured. 6. A wave spell is a recapitulative and recombinant cosmology. 7. A wave spell is the primary template for evolutionary advancement, profiled by the codes of 4th-dimensional time. Plotting different durations of time onto a wave spell template allows us to see vast amounts of information as a single thought form. A wave spell can represent any proportion of time, or it can be a means of encoding instructions or precepts. Each unit can represent a day, a moon, a year, or a billion years. Cosmic History Volume 2 demonstrated the wave spell of cosmic creation, where the entire wave spell was equivalent to the 13.7 billion years of creation, with each of the 13 units approximately equivalent to 1.054 billion years. In the 13-unit wave spell, there are 2 gates, 2 towers, and 9 chambers. Each of these 13 units has its own relation to each other. 1. Magnetic gate, entry point. 2. Lunar chamber. 3. Electric chamber. 4. Self-existing chamber. 5. Overtone tower. 6. Rhythmic chamber. 7. Resonant chamber. 8. Galactic chamber. 9. Solar tower. 10. Planetary chamber. 11. Spectral chamber. 12. Crystal chamber. 13. Cosmic gate, exit point. While the dimensional geometries of the wave spell are called pulsars, the definition of pulsar here differs with modern science's definition of the word. According to the law of time, a pulsar is an interdimensional intersection that penetrates the third-dimensional mind. A pulsar pulses at regular intervals within a 13-tone measure of time. There are two types of pulsars: dimensional pulsars and overtone pulsars. The dimensional pulsars define the synchronically interconnected realm of the fourth dimension as functions of a four-color code. The overtone pulsars provide cross-dimensional time structures that reveal more complex connections based on the fifth force power of 5. There are 4 types of dimensional pulsars and 5 types of overtone pulsars. The pulsar code allows us to track different patterns in space, forward and backward through time. By working with the pulsars, we can increase continuing conscious, whole systems and holographic thinking, move forward and backward in time, fractal time compression, encompass large spans of time in a single thought form, move from linear to radial cyclical thinking contemplation, organize and compile multi-level data, and make connections that lead us to further distinctions of knowledge, perform many types of meditations and visualizations, plan our days, weeks, and years in a simple, programmable, usable form, and increase our power of memorization and recall. Working with Pulsar Cosmology brings the unification of universal telepathy into the present moment and provides the basis for multidimensional meditation. We use our focused mind to become the laser beams of these pulsars. This reorients and rearranges the synchronic order into a harmonic system, so that application of the Pulsar Cosmology augments telepathy. Note that the sum of all tones, 91, equals 13 times 7, triangular of 13, mathematical basis of 1320 frequency.